March 11, 2011, a day that changed Japan forever. At 2:46 p.m. local time, a massive quake struck off the northeast coast, a magnitude 9.0 megathrust earthquake, one of the strongest ever recorded. The quake struck off Japan's Tohoku coast, unleashing catastrophic force. Buildings shook violently across cities and towns, roads ripped open, infrastructure collapsing, sirens wailed as millions scrambled for higher ground. But the worst was still racing toward shore. Within minutes the sea surged, a towering tsunami wave, reported up to 40 meters in places. The wave crashed ashore, sweeping towns into the sea. Entire neighborhoods vanished beneath rushing water. Cars and homes were carried away like driftwood. Whole communities were swept from their foundations. Rescuers raced against time, scouring the wreckage. A trail of destruction so vast it seemed unreal. The human cost was staggering. More than 18,000 people died or remained missing. Hundreds of thousands were left homeless. Towns were reduced to rubble and memories. The world watched in horror and rushed to help. Aid arrived from across the globe. Volunteers and relief teams mobilized immediately, and the long work of recovery began. But another disaster unfolded at Fukushima Daiichi nuclear plant. Tsunami flooding disabled backup power and cooling systems. Reactors melted down and radiation was released. Entire communities were evacuated, many never to return. Contamination spread to land and sea. Fisheries were closed and livelihoods devastated. Long-term environmental monitoring began immediately. Experts tracked radiation and public health impacts. Economic losses reached into the hundreds of billions. Search and rescue efforts continued day and night. Communities mourned as the scale of loss became clear. Magnitude 9.0, waves up to 40 meters, more than 18,000 lives lost or missing. Yet amid devastation, ordinary citizens became lifesavers. K-9 teams and medics worked relentlessly. Neighbors comforted neighbors, communities held together, international volunteers and aid poured in. Over months and years, reconstruction took shape. Japan redesigned coastal defenses and early warning systems. Communities rebuilt with resilience and innovation. Life gradually returned to routines for many. Scientists learned crucial lessons about tsunamis and risk. Early warning systems were strengthened nationwide. Building codes and evacuation planning were overhauled. The event reshaped global disaster response cooperation. Each year, Japan honors those lost and the survivors who endure. Personal stories of loss and courage continue to be told. We remember the lives taken and the lessons learned. From ruin, communities rebuilt, with memory guiding recovery. In short, a 9.0 quake, tsunami waves up to 40 meters, and a nuclear crisis. Thousands dead, hundreds of thousands displaced, long-term impacts. A disaster of scale, environmental, human, and economic. And a reminder, nature's power demands our preparedness. Out of tragedy grew resolve. Communities rebuilt, stronger and wiser. We honor the lost, we keep improving to save lives. This has been a 2-minute special. I'm Anchor Name, stay prepared. Good night.